Hello, hi, my girl. We're officially 2 weeks out. I am actually 12 days out from my first show of the season. And oh my gosh, this is so crazy. So, first things first, today is Monday. And I have officially reached that point in prep where I am extremely sensitive to caffeine, like to the point where I physically feel ill. I had so there's this Vietnamese coffee shop next to my house that is walking distance, and I love their coffee. This happened to me last prep as well, where I just got so I'm just so small and so skinny and frail that caffeine is like actually making me sick. So yeah, I went for a walk this morning with my husband to go pick up some coffee, and I literally just got a black coffee, and that was it. And it took me a while to drink it, but like I physically feel sick, and I have felt sick all day long. So that is insane. But that is my life right now. So yeah, gonna make sure that I cut back on caffeine. I like all day have just been trying not to throw up all of my food, if I'm being honest. Oh no, just the thought of it is making me sick. Okay, let's move on. But I'm officially 12 days out, which is so crazy to think about. I actually have not signed up for my show. I have not bought my NPC card or anything. So, what better thing to do than to sit down and record a video when I literally told myself I'm going to get online and do the things. But instead, I'm sitting here to talk to you because I miss you. I miss you a lot. So, yeah, I had check ins with my coach today. I technically started my peaking protocol yesterday. So, check ins today were kind of just a breeze. It was more so just like a touch base because he gave me my protocol yesterday, anyways. But just for the formalities, we did our check ins. But oh my gosh, I'm starting to get really excited actually. Um, the show feels like it's getting closer and closer. I'm starting to feel more and more confident. I'm kind of just like, I feel like I'm floating right now. Like, I never thought this day would come. And I just feel so incredibly lucky and so incredibly blessed to be in the situation that I'm in. But yeah, I'm just overall having a great mindset week, I would say. In terms of like energy and stuff, energy is tanked. Like, I am so tired. And then it doesn't help as well that my high days kind of got moved around. We're starting to push carbs up a little bit. And he dropped like my protein and stuff and replaced it with carbs. So my high day meals are making me so incredibly sleepy. But at the same time, I'm also water loading right now. So I'm like going to the bathroom every like 20 minutes and then just trying to make sure that food is kind of continuing to move through me. So I'm trying to go for my walks after my meals and all the things. So energy is in the freaking gutter. But overall, I'm just so excited. And like I said, it feels so weird to be where I'm at right now and know that I am less than 2 weeks out from my first show of the season. And this is just going to be a great season. I can already feel it. So, really, really excited to be in the situation that I'm in. I'm really fortunate that this prep has gone as smooth as it has, and I have been able to make it all the way through without any major speed bumps, and just with a clear mind. And I know I continue to say this, but I think this prep was the best thing I ever did for myself by keeping it more so to myself and only sharing with a select few of people. And I think that it just overall made this experience so much more enjoyable for me. I've been so much more present. I've been able to live so much more life, and there has been less pressure around my prep in general because I have just been able to keep it more to myself and not answer as many questions and all of the things. And yeah, I just overall feel really good. But like I said, I had check ins today with my coach. We literally changed not a thing. And that's always really fun because, like, my body's just been doing the things and I've just been doing the things and, like, everything is just happening. So, yeah. But okay, now I'm going to stop procrastinating. I'm going to go sign up for my show officially. And then I will talk to you soon. My girl, good morning. It's Sunday, May 10th. We got a lot to catch up on, my girl. I don't even know where to start. Happy 6 days out. I'm 6 days out. Oh my gosh. Okay.
my coach called me the other day, and actually, he didn't call me, he texted me. Most anxiety inducing text that you could receive on a day where you are 8 days out from your show. He literally texted me. I sent him check-ins because I'm sending him check-ins multiple times a day right now. We're like this right now. So I sent him check-ins, and he was like, "Hey, are you available for a quick call?" Like I said, very anxiety inducing. But before that, he was like, I sent him my normal check-ins. He was like, "Actually, can I see you in bikini posing?" I was like, I mean, yeah, sure, I guess, whatever. Like, okay. I thought he was just wanting to do like a conditioning check. Like, I thought that's what that was. So I sent him my pictures. He went like radio silent, didn't say anything. I got a text a couple hours later. He was like, "You're going to have a high day today. Cool. So that's fine." And then he was like, "Can you hop on a call?" And I was like, "Sure." Did I do something wrong? Like, is something wrong? Am I okay? We hop on this call, and he was like, "So, we're going to talk because it seems like, my girl, you were not stepping on stage and fit model." And I'm like, what is happening? So we basically got to talking, and essentially, good problems to have, but essentially my body just keeps getting better and better. And a lot has changed in the last 6 days, essentially. And we came to the conclusion that, like, I'm just continuing to get leaner and leaner and leaner. And we had kind of expected my muscle to also deplete with my leanness. And we just kind of expected me to have a little bit less muscle than I do have. But as I'm getting leaner and leaner, I just look a little silly in these fit model poses. So we got to talking, and he was like, "So, bestie, you're gonna go back to bikini." Huh? Okay. So plans have changed once again this season. I'm 6 days out from my show. I have to re-practice bikini posing because I just like completely scrapped bikini in my mind. And so now I just got to get back in the groove. Um, the past 2 days I've been like picking back up bikini posing, and obviously it's like riding a bike. Like, I wasn't not bikini posing for a long time. It was maybe like the span of like 3 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Um, but yeah. So, bestie, we're going back to bikini. The plan is to hit this first show just like we planned. We're actually like, another really cool thing is he's actually really excited to put me on stage at a national level in bikini now that we have a better look of like what I actually look like. So that's going to be really cool. But also, the fun, like the most fun part of all of this is I still haven't really told very many people outside like my very inner circle that I'm even in prep to begin with. But there are a very select few of people who even know that I'm going to a national show. And on top of that as well, like, I don't know if any of like the competitors that I associate myself with know that I'm even competing at Junior USA's. But it was funny because my coach was like, "I'm not one to like tell you what to do, but like it would be really funny if we just show up and like don't tell anybody and just be like, 'Surprise, we're here.'" Not for any other reason other than just the fact that it's a little bit silly and a little bit funny. So I'm not going to tell anybody that I'm switching back to bikini. I literally only told my husband. And like the select few people that even know that I'm in prep don't even know that I'm switching back to bikini. But I just think it'd be so funny. It's just going to be so a little silly thing. So yeah, all of that to say, I'm about to do check-ins right now for my coach. I ended up getting 2 high days, and food was just chef's kiss beautiful. We're back in depletion. I literally just woke up, so that's why my brain is still turning on. But we are going to go back into depletion probably for the rest of this week. We were talking about potentially peaking me a different way than we had originally anticipated. He wants to try something new. We have the room to try something new. The show that I'm going to is going to be a small show, and at the end of the day, it's mostly just data collection and qualification. Like, obviously, we still want to go. We still want to win. We still want to do really well. But at the end of the day, like, this is only going to be the first part of my season, and we don't want to bring our 100% until Junior USA's because it's literally 2 weeks after. So like all the things basically. But yeah, really excited. So I'm going to do my check-ins. You're going to hang out with me while I do my check-ins, and then I'll talk to you soon. One more time. One more time. I need you. One more time. The hardest part is always picking a check-in photo because they virtually look the same, but they're just ever so slightly different. You can't tell me. So, option 1. Okay? You can't tell me that those are not virtually identical. Why am I like this? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll figure this out. They're just ever so slightly different. But I think I gotta go with option 2. This is what I do every morning. Although I will say, I literally copy-pasted one of these pictures, like, to the point where I can't even tell the difference. And I think that's a good sign. We're on the right track. Wow. We made it to the Airbnb. We are officially 2 days out. We just got to the Airbnb, and this man drove the whole way. And we're here. And now what? Now we go to bed. Good morning. We are officially 1 day out. We just got back from some fasted, well, I did fasted posing. I did a little bit of steps. Luis had fasted cardio. And now we're back at the Airbnb. I'm gonna make breakfast. Breakfast for this morning is going to be 25 grams of spinach, 3 eggs, and 210 grams of rice. I get carbs today. Literally one of my favorite parts of staying in Airbnbs is like basically moving into this house. I feel like I packed up my entire house just to be here. Like we brought everything from home. The only thing I need to get today is olive oil because I didn't really know how to transport olive oil since we have like the big one. So that's gonna be like the one thing that I have to pick up at some point. But other than that, everything else is literally from home. Luis found a gym literally down the street from us. It is like so good. They have a posing room. They literally have their gym like set up in a way where it's like they have a room for everything essentially. They have a chest room, a shoulder room, a leg room, and they have like recovery room, sauna, things like that. And it was pretty big. It was really good sized. They also make their own pre-workout, and they gave us these like ready to drink pre-workouts. So I know what I'm having on Sunday. That's gonna be really cool. It's 200 milligrams of caffeine, and it is in the flavor watermelon slush. And they said basically like, because it's like homemade or whatever, just to shake it up a little bit. But these cans are really cool. Hello. Oh. Okay. Hello. We are going on an adventure together, so you are going to join me because I need to go pick up some water and some olive oil. Ooh. And yeah, we're gonna go on a little world tour. I should actually probably figure out where I'm going first. Grocery store. Grocery outlet, bargain market. Yeah, that's where we're gonna go. No, but that's like 10 minutes away. What's close? I guess I could go to Smart and Final. That's where I'm gonna go. 6 minutes away. Sure, why not? And I literally have you where I should put my phone for these directions, but the vlog takes priority right now, so yeah. But basically the way the rest of today is going is I have meal 2 coming up, so I'm going to pick up some things for that, and then send over some more check-ins to my coach in a while, and then I have athlete check-ins, and then my tan is later today. But overall, today is just like a chill, relaxing kind of day. So we're just chilling. Luis is working today, but he's doing some like training online. So he's just basically like in a meeting all day. So it's just you and me, bestie. We're going on an adventure. Oh, I don't know if they had to stop. It looks like they did, but I don't know. Not my problem. I guess it is my problem, but I put on a full face of makeup today. I've been trialing my makeup for the past few days, and I haven't been quite happy with like the way that it's been coming out. Obviously, I'm gonna be way more tan than I am right now, but I wanted to try a couple more things today, just as like a little bit of peace of mind to myself. So I went ahead and I did that, and I'm pretty happy with how my makeup came out. I'm mostly also wearing like just to see how everything wears throughout the day, but overall I think I'm happy with the way that it's looking, and I'm happy with the way that things turned out today. So hoping I can recreate a similar look like this tomorrow, but the biggest thing is obviously I'm going to be a lot darker. So that's kind of one of the reasons why, like the contrast colors, I don't know if that's the right word, but things like my lipstick is a little bit darker than I would normally have it. I went a little bit heavier like on the tones for like my blush and my contour and things. So I feel like I look just like a little bit silly right now, but I also think that I'm just not used to seeing myself in makeup. Okay, we are in the store. We got a list of things. I got my jasmine rice and my olive oil. Now I just need water and electrolytes for Luis, I guess. But we're going to wander around and figure that out together. I think it'll probably be over here, so juice. Probably not juice. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, we are going to do drinking water. Now the question is, how many gallons do I get? Maybe I'll get 3 gallons. Maybe. We'll see if that's enough. All of my hair. My hair is stuck to my face. Okay. We are done at the store. I got everything I needed. We got water, we got rice, we got olive oil, we got electrolytes and an energy drink for Luis. And now we are gonna go back and eat our meal too. I'm so excited for carbs today. Okay, so we're being like super conservative with our approach with my carb up and things. Yesterday I was only on like 190 carb, something like that. Today is gonna be 290 carb. But like we're just playing it real conservative at this point. I don't really need to do anything crazy. We're not going to do any like crazy fill-up process in preparation for this show. We're really just, like I said, going to keep it real cash. And then my assumption, when I was talking with Luis, we were kind of on the same page. I'm assuming what's probably going to happen after this show, I can probably pull off a little bit more. We'll see what feedback is, but it's likely going to be like, you know, a little bit harder, maybe a little bit leaner. I don't look bad by any means, but I think that's probably going to be the move. So all of that is squared away. After this meal, I also have to send some more check-ins to my coach in just a little while. We're supposed to FaceTime at some point, but we'll see when that happens. It's probably going to be like for check-ins or whatever. But I just wanted to say, super unrelated, super random, but like life is so much more fun when you take up space. I have always been somebody who has been a lot more reserved, a lot more quiet. I grew up as the person who was like, I'm not going to talk unless spoken to kind of thing. And even then, it was like very, very limited. But lately, I've been in this mood to just like share my energy and take up space in public, which is crazy. It's nothing that I'm used to. I've never been like this before, but I'm very happy that I've started to become this way. Just making connections with people is fun for no other reason. Like, you don't have to get something out of it. And I think that was like, I think I've always kind of grown up with the mentality of like, well, like, what do you want? Like, what is it that you're trying to get out of me, kind of thing. But sometimes people just genuinely want to make connection with you, and it's fun. And even just like chit-chatting with like people at the register. Like I was in line at the cash register, or in line at the cash register, in line at the store, and I just ended up like in a small conversation with the cashier as she was checking, like as she was like scanning my stuff. And that's not something I would normally do. And it just feels good to be able to go out in public and just feel confident and take up space. I have spent so many years of my life trying to be the smallest version of myself, the most invisible version of myself. And in these last couple of years, and I would say specifically in this last year alone, I have made it a point to take up space, to be present, and to let people know that I'm freaking here. And I've just become a lot more outgoing, a lot more outspoken. I don't hold my tongue. I don't hold back. If I'm in a room of people that I don't know, I'm not afraid to strike up conversation and like keep the conversation going. And I used to say that like I was terrible at like being a conversationalist. And I'm okay with, like I've always said, like I'm okay with people talking to me, but I'm not good at like holding the conversation or like carrying the conversation. And something that I have learned over this last year is like people want to hear from you. They want to get to know you. And if you run into a situation where somebody doesn't want to get to know you, then you're either it's like not worth your time, or you're just in the wrong room with the wrong people. And so when you surround yourself with people who actually care about you and actually want you to know that you take up space, they will give you that energy. They will show you that. And putting yourself in those situations where you feel important because you are important is such a good feeling. And so I don't really know where I was going with this, but all of that to say, take up freaking space. Don't be afraid to take up space. And don't be afraid to be yourself fully and authentically without holding back. And it kind of reminds me of like how people have always tried to pull me out of my shell, and they say that I'm they have said that I'm very reserved and I'm very quiet. And I've kind of always been that way, but just continuing to put myself in situations to challenge that version of myself has been so incredibly rewarding. The only way that you are going to get anywhere in life or get to where you want to get in life is by putting yourself in those positions and putting yourself in the rooms and putting yourself in the conversation. So if you want something, you have to go out and get it. It's not just going to come to you, right? So all of that, life just be lifing in the best freaking way possible. And I'm so fulfilled, and this is the best that life has ever been. And I've always been like a pretty optimistic person, just naturally in general. But it's mostly been like inward optimism of like, well, things are going to be okay and like things are going to work themselves out. But this is just like a whole new level of optimism that I've unlocked by putting myself out there. And I have learned so much about myself. I've learned so much about the people that I surround myself with, the types of people that I want to surround myself with. And it's so much more fun to just like share your energy with people. And the people who are worth your energy are going to stick around, and you're going to gravitate towards, or they are going to be gravitated to you. So, gravitated to you? I don't know if that's a word, but you know what I'm saying. All I'm saying is put yourself out there, because you can literally talk yourself into so many opportunities that you have no idea that you can even be a part of if you don't put yourself out there. Good morning. It's show day. We're walking to get coffee right now. I have my meal here. We did check-ins this morning, got our meal one updated. I was originally not going to have a rice cake first thing this morning, but I'm very excited. I had my first rice cake, or actually I had 3 rice cakes yesterday for the first time in I don't know how long.
Years?
Maybe years at this point. They were the chocolate Quaker ones. Those ones are my absolute favorite. We go this way. Yeah. I walked this block yesterday. I was walking in circles.
Okay.
It's literally right here. We're walking to the coffee shop. We're like a 2-minute walk from our Airbnb. Luis found this Turkish coffee lab, and their coffee is so good. And they're literally right around the corner from us. So we're taking a walk this morning to get some coffee, get some things moving, and then really it's just going to be like a really chill day. My show doesn't start till 3, so it's like 8:30 right now. My coach told me to sleep in as long as humanly possible today. That didn't go bad. Oh, the tree. That didn't go terrible. I actually slept in until about 7. I normally get up at 5, so that was a pretty big win, I think. But this man's alarm went off at 5 this morning, as usual.
I got up at 5.
He got up at 5 and he's just been like dilly-dallying.
Yeah. Playing with ChatGPT. The fun stuff.
He's literally besties with ChatGPT. I remember when when I first started using it, you're like, that's kind of weird. And then now you and Chat are like besties, so.
I'm not besties, just that helps me with
They're
my creative
besties.
ideas.
They're besties.
My spur of the moment ideas.
Yeah. Him and Chat are like creative besties, I would say. They do a lot of creative projects together. But literally within the time that I started this video until now, we're at the coffee shop. That's cool.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You're too generous. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I got a Turkish coffee. I'm telling you, this place is adorable.
You enjoy the coffee. Small amount of liquid in the grounds in the bottom. Make a wish. Focus on the wish. Place it upside down.
Okay, wait, you have to make a wish?
Focus upside down. And flip. The upside down cup. Think about your intent.
Spin 3 times?
As sediment is draining down the cup onto the saucer, the fortune teller would ask the person who drank the coffee to put a ring or coin on top of the cup if their intent is love or wealth.
Supposed to read the grounds, you know? Is that what happens?
They just talk with the person for 5 to 10 minutes when the grounds settle,
Oh.
and then the fortune teller will kind of like go
Gotcha.
back and forth. So if the cup and the saucer will not separate immediately because of the suction, it is considered that the cup shouldn't be read.
Okay.
It's called the prophet's cup.
Okay.
And it's a very auspicious favoring in the drinker's intent.
Gotcha.
If the majority of the coffee sediment is drained from the cup onto the saucer, the fortune teller should comment that the worries are leaving and the person who drank the coffee. Worries are leaving the person who drank the coffee.
Okay, so if it's like still kind of like stuck, that's what you're saying, right?
No, if like the majority of the sediment from the cup is like onto the saucer, that means your worries are wrong there. A perfect little raised mound on the saucer suggests that money will come soon. In some countries, if the cup leaves a perfect circle outlining the rim on the saucer, that means the intent will come true, while a broken circle suggests otherwise. Past, present, and future readings, where the bottom of the cup represents the past. The midsection of the cup shows the present situation, while the area around the rim symbolizes the future. Alright, step 3, typical symbols. Lines. Vertical lines are your goals in life. The bigger and darker the line is, the better the outcome gets. If the line reaches the rim of the cup, it's considered auspicious for that goal. All straight lines or paths show a clear plan and specific goals, whereas the wavy or broken ones mean uncertainty. Dots, a group of black dots, mean that you might receive money soon. A triangle, changes coming to your life. Circle, overall success. Square, comfort and peace. A Y, Crossroads, decisions, options, or help coming from a friend. A little semicolon. It's time for good luck. Alright, I guess let's see.
It's like a pretty perfect circle to me.
To read the cup.
Huh.
To read the cup. That is a pretty good circle, huh?
Yeah.
Was it stuck?
It's stuck.
It's stuck.
Oh no.
Probably wasn't meant to be read. It's an auspicious sign. So inside the cup.
Okay. Inside the cup.
That's where we gotta fill like lines and stuff. I don't know how long I'm supposed to do this for. So I guess these are like your vertical lines.
Okay. I don't got those.
Triangle. Dots. A group of black dots. I don't have any of those.
Oh, I do. I guess I do have a couple of lines in here.
Couple goals. Letters and numbers.
It's pretty cool though.
It's pretty cool. I know there's an aspect to it. No. Sorry. Hey, nice.
Meal 2 is going down right now. I'm gonna put you up here. 1 second. Hello. Okay, we're getting ready for meal 2. It's currently noon right now. My show doesn't start until 3 o'clock. I'm like in the middle of doing my makeup, getting ready. Got to do my hair still. Oh, excuse me. I get my second coat of tan at 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna eat this, and then we're gonna go head over. I honestly might just stay at the venue. The show starts at 3, but like the backstage area is kind of small, so I'm worried about grabbing a spot. So I might just stay, honestly. This is going to be like my last like official meal of the day, I believe. After this, it's just going to be like little feeders like rice cakes, peanut butter, that kind of jazz. But yeah, this is like part 1 of meal 2. We have 210 grams of jasmine rice, 2 ounces of chicken breast, 100 grams of blueberries, and then I'm doing a rice cake with 16 grams of peanut butter. So that's gonna be fun. I've been really loving these rice cakes. And overall today, weight has just been like pretty stable. So we're in a really good spot. And voila, meal 2. Very excited. I'm gonna go eat this and then finish my makeup, and then we're gonna rush over to go get our tan. And I don't know if I'm gonna update you again today, but hopefully I remember, and hopefully things don't get too crazy once I get to the venue. But if I don't update you, then I'll see you a little bit later.
Thank you. 94, Adriana Arzola. 100, Annie Stuckert. And 107, Jessica Rodriguez. Fourth place, number 94, Adriana Arzola. Third place goes to number 100, Annie Stuckert. Second place, number 90, Leticia Elizondo. And the winner, number 107, Jessica Rodriguez.